This is the Sunday motivational video. Every Sunday, we bring you a different type of video which should improve your life. Today, we're looking at 15 challenges every entrepreneur will face. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Hello, Aluxers. It's great to have you back with us, especially for today's video. We know most of you are aspiring entrepreneurs, so what better way to provide value than by giving you a window into the future? Almost every entrepreneur out there at some point will have to confront some of these challenges. Those who do manage to maintain focus and push through will reap the largest rewards. And even if you're not an entrepreneur, you'll still find this video relatable because you'll be able to identify the same struggles in your own journey, only in different forms. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at Alux. So, here are the 15 challenges every entrepreneur will face when building their company and future. Number 1. Self-doubt. We wanted to start with this one for a special reason. Most businesses fail because people don't start them. They fail by not taking the first step, and this is because of self-doubt. You don't think you can achieve more, but if history has taught us anything, it's that people are able to overcome their condition and grow. You don't have to see the end of the road to get in your car and start driving. As long as you know where you're headed, you can go through life 1/4 mile at a time. Number 2. A lack of resources. It's easy to look at established players and see how much equipment, resources, and staff they have at their disposal. Rest assured they didn't start with everything like it is. Do not compare your level 1 to someone else's level 60. In the beginning, you may lack resources, but you have time, a lot of it, as well as the enthusiasm to test, learn, and experiment. Your lack of resources forces you to be creative. That's your competitive advantage. You're not as rigid as everyone else. Number 3. Sacrificing security. Once you get started on this road, you'll notice pretty quickly that it's not all rainbows and sunshine. Almost everything you make will go back into the business. You're working more hours than ever before, and the future is still kind of blurry. Your self-doubt starts kicking in, and you don't know if you're going to make it. Safety nets slowly fade away, and the security of next month is long gone. You're in this for real now. Number 4. A lack of real support from those around you. Everybody around will encourage you to pursue your dreams, because that's the nice thing to say to someone who's just starting a business, but they're all monitoring your evolution and waiting for you to crash. Your family is blinded by their love for you, and their support is irrational. Your friends care about your feelings, but they have their own journeys to figure out. You're in this by yourself. When shit hits the fan, you're the one who's going to have to clean it up and figure out how to move forward. Everyone wants to be there when you celebrate, but all they're gonna show is sympathy for your hardships and failures, no real support. If you want to support a friend who started a business, don't ask for a discount or a free service. Instead, pay the full price and solve one of their problems. Number 5. Technical know-how. Let's say you're looking to start an online store, but have no idea where to start. You learn through trial and error. But fortunately for you, the internet is filled with tutorials and walkthroughs, helping you to navigate this terrain with ease. We're all a giant community of people holding each other's hands as you try new things. Technical know-how may be intimidating at first, but with time and practice, you'll learn how to use the tools at your disposal. On top of that, it's never been easier, or cheaper for that matter, to start from scratch and build something. The tools available right now are exponentially easier to use than ever before. People start multi-million-dollar businesses from their bedrooms, and they do this by leveraging the tools billion-dollar companies put at your disposal. If you're looking to start an online store, you can go to Alux.com/sell and sign up. For 2 weeks, you'll have access to the same tools the likes of Kylie Jenner, Jeffree Star, Movement watches, and more use to build their own companies. If you're looking for technical know-how, you need to start experimenting with these types of easy-to-use tools. Number 6. Your ability to multitask. New entrepreneurs don't expect this. You're under the impression that you'll be in your office overseeing everything. That might become a reality later on down the road, but in the early days, you'll be doing everything. You're the sales agent, you're the manufacturer, you're the distributor, you're the support, the manager, and the one in charge of keeping it all together. At this point, most people just give up. This happens because they lack the ability to segment, create processes, and delegate work. It might sound complicated, but every business needs to do this if they hope to make it. Being a one-man or one-woman show just isn't sustainable in the long run. Number 7. Industry changes. Your entire livelihood could be threatened by a change in the algorithm or by new laws and regulations. This happens all the time in fast-moving industries. A certain industry could be legalized or decriminalized, only to be reversed in a few years once the people in charge of these decisions change. We want to name it, but apparently YouTube will demonetize this video if we say the W word. YouTube is a great example. Who knows? Maybe 1 year from now, they'll decide they no longer wish to monetize channels like ours. That's why we began developing our own digital products and look for alternative revenue streams. You have to prepare for the worst, but be ready to play the cards you'll be dealt. Number 8. Taxes, lawyers, and more formalities. This is probably the most intimidating part of the journey. These people almost speak a different language from everyone else. Rest assured that every entrepreneur goes through this. We are all confused in the beginning, but as with everything, we start to get a better understanding of the process as time goes by. Whenever faced with this type of bureaucratic issue, look to the majority, the same way you do with a driver's license. Almost everyone has one. You'll be fine in getting yours. Number 9. Find, hire, and fire employees. Employees can make or break a business. Everyone thinks it's easy to find and keep good employees. Everyone assumes that people will want to work as hard as they do for the business, only to be disappointed. You know what they say, never assume you'll make an ass of you and me. Finding the right people will be more difficult than you ever expect. These folks won't be able to read your mind, so you have to train them. They won't have the same drive as you do, and this will show in their performance. In time, you'll be forced to let some of them go if you want to save your business. All of these will be major challenges you're going to have to overcome. Number 10. Complete ownership of everything that happens. One of the greatest challenges is the mindset of taking ownership over what happens in your business, because frankly, you are the business. You are responsible for everything. If anything goes wrong, it's because of a failure in your judgment or your failure in preparation. You train your employees. You set the values, the targets, the process, the brand. You need to behave in accordance to everything. The idea of taking complete ownership of everything that happens in your life is not new, but most people stay away from it and live with a victim's mindset. Nothing is their fault. Everything happens to them, and they're just unlucky. Those people actually fail in life because their success and happiness is entrusted to an external mystical force called destiny, God, or the universe. But what would happen if you flip that around? If you start acting like everything happens because you make it happen? You'll start seeing growth, and a lot of it. We became familiar with this after we finished an incredible book called Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink, a Navy SEAL who's been instrumental in developing high-performance teams in both the military and Fortune 500 companies. It's an exhilarating book, but it's fairly expensive at $28. entrepreneurs. So here's what we're going to do. If you go to Alux.com/freebook and sign up, you can get the audiobook version for free, thanks to our friends at Audible. This book will be the beginning of a long journey of ridding yourself of the victim mentality. Number 11. Loneliness. Another challenge most people don't realize they're going to have to deal with is loneliness. Unless you find people who are dealing with the same type of struggles as you are, most people won't be able to relate to your journey. They won't understand the level of stress you have to go through, the sleepless nights, or the sheer amount of time that goes into building the life you want. Even if you go through all of this, and in the event in which you do make it, it's still lonely at the top. Number 12. Finding customers. Almost everyone thinks that customers just happen. If you build it, they will come. Yeah, right. This might be true if you're building the only coffee shop in your city or have an unfair advantage in your demographic. But for everyone else, you'll have to draw them in, learn to market, tell stories, showcase your products and the benefits they offer your clients. You'll need to learn the skill of selling, of differentiation, and how to find new customers. Number 13. Problem solving and risk management. Most people think of entrepreneurs as risk takers, as people who risk it all with a dream of finding success. In reality, we're doing the exact opposite. Your job as an entrepreneur is to minimize risk. What others may see as risky, for you should be a game plan with a decent probability of success, which is directly influenced by your aptitude and skills. You minimize risk by solving problems other people don't know how to solve or find too difficult. Number 14. Competition. Everyone wants your attention and your money. You're no longer competing for customers with the business on the other side of the road. Now you're competing with everyone. The internet has made it possible for people to sell their products all around the world. So now customers have options. Lots of options. You're going to have to stand out from the crowd and go head-to-head with everyone else who wants the same thing as you do. Number 15. Failure. Be ready to fail, because you will. This is the final challenge you'll have to face as an entrepreneur. You will try, you will plan, you're going to give it your all, and you're still going to fail. It's likely that you aren't enough, you don't know enough, or you don't have enough. You are not ready to join this race. The challenge is to learn, adapt, and to try again. That's how the world separates the real from the pretenders. Now, Aluxers, we do plan to keep the video recap based on popular demand, but only in the longer videos. This way we can keep everyone happy. But before we wrap this up, we're curious. What challenge did you have to overcome in your first business that you didn't expect to? Share your insights in the comments so new entrepreneurs can learn from your experiences. And of course, for sticking around with us until the end, you get a bonus. Number 16. Dealing with success. Everyone is running towards success, but not everyone is ready for what's on the other side. For some people, success can ruin their lives. Things change when you get rich. People want what you have, so you become a target. They're going to sue you. Friends have secret agendas, and potential dates will factor your net worth into the equation. There is an entire video on our channel with what to expect from everyone else once you make it, which you can check out by clicking in the top right corner. With that said, you should still strive for it. Once you experience the freedom that comes from owning a business, the taste of the sweet rewards, your entire view on life shifts, and you don't ever want to go back. Making it happen is a challenge, and just some of you are going to overcome it. If you're a true Aluxer and have watched up to this point, please let us know if you accept the challenge in the comments. Let's just see if we can get 1,000 of these comments on this video. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxers. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos, which we recommend you watch next. Thank you for being an Aluxer, and we'll see you back tomorrow.